Welcome to the Better Together Here podcast with your hosts Devin
and Ashley,
helping you make the most of your time in New York City. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Better Together Here podcast. My name is Devin.
And my name is Ashley.
And in today's episode, we are going to talk about one of the newest piers that has been renovated and reopened and includes an awesome food hall, a park that actually overlooks Little Island, fun and free, often community events, and all types of good stuff. We're going to talk about Pier 57 and all that goes along with it. So let's dive right into it. Pier 57 is down in the Chelsea area. It is right near Chelsea Market and the High Line. And like I mentioned in the intro, it is actually overlooks the park at the top, overlooks Little Island. So Little Island opened roughly 2 years ago and is often quite crowded, especially if you want to go to the kind of top parts of Little Island. It can be a bit crowded, especially during, weekends and busy holiday times. So this park and the associated food hall are kind of a nice area to go to get away from that and still get some really awesome views in a really, really beautiful park. And it has an interesting little history as well.
Yeah, so Pier 57 was originally built in 1907 and was used as a shipping and storage terminal along the Hudson River. It had a couple other uses with different storage facilities, and was also a ferry dock at one point. And it was purchased by Google within the last few years, and they have really improved the space and made it a really cool area for their community. So now there's dining destinations and an awesome food hall called Market 57 that we're going to talk about more. And like Devin said, they have a lot of community classrooms that you can rent and other awesome spaces for the community to use.
The Google still has offices in this area. So when you kind of walk in to the main entrance of Pier 57, you'll see to the right is an entrance for Google employees to go into an office, but then straight ahead you walk past City Winery, which is also great. Highly recommend that place as well. They have a lot of concerts, but then you walk through into the food hall, and really the food hall is probably the main attraction of Pier 57. There's over a dozen different vendors, all covering a wide variety of cuisines, which I think is kind of the best part about the food hall, is that, you go to some food halls and everything seems a little bit similar, or, there's not a lot of variety. Each individual booth is very different compared to all the other ones in the food hall, which makes for a nice experience to be able to go in with a group of people or even just on a date by yourself and try 2-3 different types of cuisines right in one little area. It's pretty awesome.
One really cool thing about Market 57 is they're really trying to showcase the wide variety of foods that you have available in New York City. And from their website, they mentioned that they're really trying to champion the Good Food for Good mission by supporting and elevating people in the community, as well as trying to make a more equitable environment for people that are trying to run food-based businesses and also be able to promote and support a talented mix of minority and women-owned businesses as well. So really cool mission behind this market as well.
Yeah, and a lot in the market is, you get that feel that it is trying to be a lot more community-based. Like Ashley mentioned, there are free classes you can book. Some of them are art classes. Some of them are different experts in their field, giving more seminar types, talking about things. They really have tried to make it more about community. And going along with the different types of food and championing just, a wide variety of cuisines. They have everything from Japanese cuisine to seafoods. You can get boba teas. You can get local beers. There are coffee shops. There are island barbecue places, Cajun cuisine. It's just really everything that you might want to get, you can. And you can try a few different options. So some of the things that we've really liked, really good craft beer options at Hudson Hops. So I recommend getting that. And you can have that throughout the entire park.
We had a really awesome bubble tea at this market. It was an Arnold Palmer bubble tea, which I hadn't had before, and that was really good.
We have also had from the island barbecue spot, we got some really good jerk chicken ribs, as well as a couple other menu items there. Really everything we've had has been good. And what we like doing in markets, and often what I think is the best route, is if you're unsure and you don't know what you want to order, as counterintuitive as it might sound, is just finding whatever has the longest line and going and standing in that, because even if it's a long line, it might only be 5-10 minutes, but often the places with the longer lines do have the better food options, and people have heard about them or seen about it on social media, or, have seen good reviews online or whatever. So you can kind of just follow the masses in a lot of instances, and you won't really be led astray.
And it's also really fun if you're going with a group to kind of spread out and everyone get like one dish from one place. And then once everyone has their food, kind of come together and you can try little bites of everyone's food and be able to like try the most things.
And then once you have your food, there are different seating options. You can kind of just stand. There's a few tables in the actual food hall. If you walk down the hall a bit, there are more tables, but arguably the best way to do this in our mind is, if the weather's nice, grab your food, either take the stairs up or the elevator to the park that's on the top. So on the top of this pier, they have renovated it with a really, really nice park. Tons of different plants and trees and some grass areas, a lot of different seating. And the best part is there's kind of these standing tables.
Almost like a standing bar.
Yeah, exactly. Almost like a standing bar. And where you're standing, you are above Little Island, so you're getting to watch and kind of see the view of Little Island, which is cool. You get the views of the Chelsea and downtown area, but then you have great views of the financial district and Lower Manhattan. You can see all of the buildings in Jersey. You can even see the Statue of Liberty in the distance. So it's a nice place to just grab a bite, come up to the top, and, get some nice relaxing time in a little bit of fake New York nature and enjoy the views. And on your way out, as you head to your next activity, you can stop at Bird and Branch, which is actually this episode's You'll Have to Check It Out segment, is Bird and Branch Coffee. So they have only 2 locations. The one is in Hell's Kitchen. The other one is in Pier 57 Food Hall.
One thing that I think is really cool about Bird and Branch is that they are a small business. They only have 2 locations, and they are owned by a husband and a wife team, which I think is pretty cool.
And their coffee is really delicious. They actually have in-house made macadamia nut milk. So if you do go to Bird and Branch, make sure you get something with that house-made macadamia nut milk. If you go read reviews, that's like what everyone talks about. Super, super good. And that's this episode's You'll Have to Check It Out segment. And it's a part of this larger episode, which is Pier 57, the food hall, the park on top, the public events spaces, public events, classes you can sign up for. It's really a place worth checking out. And the nice thing about it as well is it's in an area that you may be wanting to go check out other things like Little Island, like Chelsea Market, the High Line. There's just a lot that you can accomplish in that one little area. So it's a good place to go check out if you have an open afternoon. There's a lot that you can do in that area. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you go check out Pier 57 Food Hall. Have a good time. Let us know what you enjoyed. And other than that, we'll catch you on the next episode.